Hi all, third game of the day. We've had one win against Zerg and one loss against TOS, which is like I think the third or fourth consecutive loss to TOS. We've got another TOS, so let's see if we have any luck this time. Now I think I'm going to change my build a little bit, and I'm going to swap the after building a Raven and some tanks. I'm going to swap.
Roger.
Not enough minerals.
I think I'm going to swap into
Not enough minerals.
into widow mine production instead of tanks. I mean, obviously it depends on what he's building, but one of the really challenging things to deal with Protoss, as we saw in the last game, is charge loss. They can just do a devastating amount of damage, and especially if they're in very high numbers. So I think you just need widow mines and tanks.
Not enough minerals.
Some well-positioned tanks are great, of course.
Not enough
minerals. But really, you know, if you can't deal with the charge loss are very cost-efficient units, and they're very, very powerful.
SCV ready.
Right, so we're gonna go scout. There's no probe yet. Okay, there was the probe there. I saw it. Okay, he was just avoiding my scouting. No, my scouting SCV. So. Alright, he hasn't harassed too much yet.
SCV ready.
I'm gonna go into one Marine. Okay.
Woohoo! Overtime. Go ahead.
I probably could have got away with a reactor first there.
Gotcha.
So double gas.
Big
Okay.
job, huh?
I'm gonna stick around and check that he expands.
Want a piece of me, boy? Go, go, go!
Command center. Our SCVs are under attack.
Will do.
Two can play that game, buddy.
Who won?
Okay, I'm late. I'm just late depot, but it's okay. It doesn't matter too much.
Ah! You scared me. Go ahead. What's going on?
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
Okay,
Our
so
SCVs
he is
are under
expanded.
attack.
He has expanded, so I'm just gonna bring him back. Send your gas.
Bad news.
Add-on complete. Not enough minerals.
Okay, then into bunker.
SCV ready.
It's a little bit far out, but I want to actually wall off against charge loss. So
This better be good. Looking forward to it. Aye,
he got it out. God damn it. Okay, I'm gonna build one widow mine again.
SCV ready.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
I am a little bit preoccupied with my macro.
SCV ready.
Okay,
Been waiting. Who
is he
won,
gonna
son?
complete?
Of course. Armed and
Okay.
ready.
Command center.
Gangway coming through. Get some.
God damn.
SCV ready.
Add-on.
Actually, I won't use that one because it's almost dead.
Not enough.
SCV.
Okay, let's go around. I want to try to avoid the depth, so I'll go around this way.
Go ahead. SCV ready.
I'll rally them to here now.
Add-on complete.
Raven.
Insufficient Vespene
And
gas.
maybe I should have gone to tank. I don't know.
SCV
What's
ready.
that? Isn't there something red there? Or am I imagining things?
SCV ready.
Okay.
I can't build here. Got something from.
So again, we're trying to get a sense of his tech. We can pick off some workers if possible, but the most important thing is to get tech.
Armed and
Twilight Council.
SCV ready. Nothing I can't.
Okay.
SCV
Twilight.
ready.
So it's probably Blink, right? Because we saw a whole bunch of stalkers.
Raven online.
Huh?
So yeah, you're just sacrificing it for information. I'll go for third base. Maybe I'll put it over here.
Ready to go.
This one down here. We're gonna need tanks, and
Go, go, go.
now we want to.
SCV ready.
I like to go 3 racks for engineering bay.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
SCV ready. Go ahead. Man the ring.
Okay.
Not
I
enough
want-
minerals.
I want a Viking to
Not
try
enough
to deny the
minerals.
prism. Now you want to put these back here, so if he blinks in, it's going to be difficult for him to get to the tank.
Engineering at your disposal.
So let's have a look. Is there any? I don't see any observer just yet.
SCV ready. Arm. SCV ready.
Insufficient
medevac.
Vespine gas.
Which is important for healing.
Huh?
And now it's a double engineering bay.
Ready to plunder.
So one of the things, for better or worse, when I'm playing against Protoss, I'm always preoccupied with defense, which you know is,
SCV ready.
which is a less fun way to play.
Fueled up, ready to
But
go.
yeah, so this is going to guard against War Prism,
Ready for dust.
SCV ready.
and I'll go into Liberator now. And
What's going on? SCV ready.
okay, I should be rallying them here.
You gonna give me your
Life flight.
Command center upgrade.
SCV
Okay, I can
ready.
move this now because
You want a piece
it's
of
too
me,
late.
boy?
So I'll put it here because this is likely where the prism's going to come in. Get 1-1 upgrade
Insufficient
started.
Vespine
I'm still
gas.
sure.
SCV
Vespine
ready.
gas. And we're going to push out now and try to take our third.
SCV ready. Give us your best shot.
Yeah, so this
Additional
is
supply depot.
Reporting for
probably
action.
where I should be.
This vessel requires assistance.
What was that?
Scanning battlefield. Awaiting.
Okay, so I need better vision. So I'm going to go like
Want
this,
some?
so we can see the attack coming in.
Insufficient. Additional supply depots required.
SCV ready.
Additional supply depots.
Oh my goodness! Just
Coming through. Kaboom!
armory. Okay, my
Yeah.
macro is not good here.
Fueled up,
You should
ready
never be
to go.
accumulating too much money like this.
Insufficient. Additional supply depots
We'll
required.
go into. Okay,
SCV ready.
we've got armory on the way,
Additional supply depots required.
and this is where I kind of want to go for
Ready
some
for
rest. So
dust off.
I've got a pretty good defensive setup here,
SCV go, go, go.
so I'm going to go into Liberator. I'm going to do a Liberator harass
It's on.
and do one drop.
Talk to me.
Mineral field depleted.
And this is where I'm going to go actually into another. I want to start getting
Been waiting on you.
Mineral field
Widow
depleted.
mine production. Now we should be able to actually wall off here. I'm going to wall off here,
Research complete.
and I'm going to wall off here, and just do one more.
Research
Where should I build
complete.
it? I'll do it up there for a start.
Additional supply depots required. Additional supply depots required.
Roger.
Turrets.
In the rear with the gear.
Upgrade complete.
I can afford a turret here now as well.
Go, go, go.
Okay,
Now
Add-on.
SCV. Let's have a blast.
okay, where's this?
SCV ready.
Additional supply depots required.
Okay, this is nice so far.
Add-on.
Fueled up, ready to go. This better be good. Who wants some?
Okay, we're doing a tremendous amount of damage here, man.
Additional supply depots required.
He's probably got another base here. No, he's
Of
only on
course.
2 bases.
Talk to
Oh,
me.
we're totally winning now.
SCV ready. Gangway coming through.
Okay, so now we'll go into Widow Mine production. I'm going to add another starport.
Go ahead.
Additional supply depots required.
Okay.
Give us your best shot. Ready to roll out.
Okay, he's coming around this side.
Why not?
So this is why we have our scouts
Speak
out.
up.
We read you.
You want a piece of me?
We're returning fire.
Ah,
What's our...
Add-on complete.
come on. Friggin' Widowmine.
Life flight.
This better be good.
Okay, we should be winning this. Man, if we don't win this, this is actually going to be ridiculous. My goodness.
Mineral field depleted.
This better be good. Get heavy. Armed and we want it.
What a
Base
friggin'
is
joke,
under
man.
attack.
Kaboom, baby. This better be good.
Research complete.
Okay, we saved it, it's okay. Oh, god damn.
Base is under attack. Insufficient Vespine gas.
Okay, let's take it down here.
Armed and ready.
Command center upgrade.
He might overextend
Could
here.
use some help here. This better be good.
Your forces are under attack.
Gangway.
Upgrade complete.
It's go time.
Oh, I might be able to catch these.
The orders.
Nice.
Armed and ready.
Ready for dust off.
Oh, why can't I friggin' select it? Okay,
About to get heavy.
now,
Go, go, go.
he kinda had to do that because of how much damage
Reporting
I
for
did.
action.
So,
Oh,
let's,
What's going on? Big job. Bad news, huh?
we do have 4 bases,
Been
remember?
waiting on you.
Yeah. Nice. Okay,
Let's have a
I think this might be a game.
by the number. You want a piece of me, boy? Gangway coming through.
Finally, I think we can actually beat Kratos.
Oh, it's on.
He's got no workers on the other base.
SCV ready. Oh, it's go time. Want a piece of me?
Okay, nice. This is game over now.
By the number.
Mineral field
He's not
depleted.
mining here.
SCV ready. Let's have a blast. Ready to roll out. It's go time.
Oh, is he actually going to clean it up?
Gangway coming through.
Acknowledged.
We're
Let's have
returning
a
fire.
blast. Time wasted. This better be good.
Ready for dust off.
It's about to get heavy.
Mineral field depleted. Your forces are under attack.
Reporting for action.
Let's have a blast.
Okay, I think we're still okay.
Go. Bandit, huh? You gonna give me orders? This better be go time. Got no patience. Armed and ready. SCV ready. Oh, it's on.
Mineral field depleted.
Yeah, this is over.
Fueled up, ready to go. It's go
He hasn't got anything.
What's that? Boys. SCV ready.
Why didn't this go in? I ordered it to go in.
What's on this better gangway? Coming through.
Upgrade complete.
Been waiting on you. Lay it on. Oh, it's on.
So you want to force Protoss to actually attack the TvP like this? into tank fire, and you want to stop the charge blocks getting on top of your production. Okay, this should be game now. This should be GG.
Upgrade. Mineral field depleted.
It's go time. SCV ready.
Yeah, the widow mines are actually pretty good.
This better be good. Armed and ready.
Nice. We finally beat a Protoss. My goodness.
Mineral field depleted.
Let's look at the score screen first. And okay, but you know, this was a hard-fought game, and there's a 300 MMR difference, right? Like, whereas I can comfortably beat 2-8, 2-9 Terrans. Like every Terran game I've played so far, I've won. Playing against, you know, much higher MMR players. So this, you know, it was a really tough game. I mean, not really tough, but it was pretty tough. But yeah, the thing is, so I had to be very far ahead economically, even to have a chance, like, of beating his army, and he still won a lot of fights. So he was very slow to take a third base, and then I did this damage. And one thing you should always look out for is if you do that kind of damage, they're very, very likely to counterattack, and so you should prepare for a counterattack. So yeah, let's just watch the replay. You should prepare for a counterattack if that's what happens. So yeah, always review your games, both your wins and your losses. You know, you're never going to improve if you keep making the same mistakes over and over again, right? So he was kind of nice with the probe. So scouted the second base. Nexus
Glory to
core.
the Daylon.
He microed actually his units very well here. Like, I thought he got his probe out and he got his adept out. 3 Marines should be able to kill an adept. I walled off successfully, but I should have been able to catch it here on the way out. Got very low, but he microed it well. I'm not sure why he shaded in though when there were 3 Marines there. He didn't get any work to pick off. So. Okay, so when you scout, you're looking for Stargate. Is there a Stargate? Because you have to play very differently if there's a Stargate. You're looking for, is there a robo? I didn't get the full scout. And you're looking for how many gateways. Like, if there's lots and lots of gateways, it could be a mass charge lot, or it could just be a lot of stalkers. You're looking for a robo, you know, because that would mean, is there a prism coming? Twilight means it could be blink, especially if you see a lot of stalkers, or it could be Dark Templar. So it's very important, and it's much more important to get a scout than it is to pick off probes. Like, probes are nice, but make sure you get a scout first, and then go for probes. It's okay to lose it as long as you get sufficient information. So even though I got picked off, I saw that he had a lot of stalkers, right? So stalkers with this tells me I should probably prepare for blink, if anything. But I think, you know, the micro potential, his micro was decent, and the micro potential of Protoss is much better. Oh, it's much easier, but his macro, I think my macro was superior, and that's why I won. Our workers are equal. I'm actually up an army supply. He's taking his third. He actually didn't take a third. I wonder if he made a mistake. It looked like he was going to. But he hasn't started taking his third yet, which is quite late. So you're going to have to do a very aggressive... If you're not taking a third, you have to be doing a very aggressive push at this stage. Otherwise you're just going to get further and further behind, right? So I'm about to land my third, okay, and he hasn't started his third yet. So that just ratchets up. You know, you can't just be on 2 base and sit back. You either go 2 base with a lot of aggression, or 3 base. So I think he's attacking a little late here. The ideal time to attack is right when the 3rd base is landing, because then you've made an investment and you haven't got a return on investment yet. Whereas now it's actually mining. See, I'm dropping down the mill, so I'm actually getting a return on the investment now. And so the longer he waits, the less of an advantage he's going to have. He still hasn't started to serve. He's got a lot of tech. He's got Storm. He's got Archons. So he's got a strong army. I'm also going to look at the units lost tab. Okay, so there's a drop here. His army is not too far away. He probably let's do everyone. He took much too much damage here. So actually, I'm going to go back and see how many probes he lost. So it's going to be hard to tell because I'm hitting both bases. But the photon cannon's nice. Slows. It's probably about 4 or 5 bases. There's no point standing there trying to take on charge lots. But he's actually moving out. So, but yeah, this guy here got an incredible amount of damage. It got 18 kills. And honestly, I didn't even need to pull it out. I didn't realize he was moving out. Yeah, try not to overstay your welcome. But the other thing that I should have done is it's already across the map. Just siege it up here so it doesn't get recalled on a select all army. And maybe you can poke back in again. So yeah, that was so now it's he's only on 20 workers to 60. So obviously he's going to attack, right? Because you can't play out the game when you're down that many workers. You're just But if I can hold this attack, then the game is going to be. So I did a good thing. I had a Marine here scouting. I had a Marine here. I've sort of walled off here, discouraging entrance here. He has. What happened to my? Where's my Raven? I'm sure I built a Raven. Units. Yeah, I have got a Raven. Oh, it's here. It's just a little bit out of vision. That's unfortunate. Because if this wasn't here, he might well have attacked in through here. It looked like that was his original inclination. In which case, I would have been very well prepared with these. But anyway, I had the scouts, so he could see that. So that's why he reroutes through here. And I do have. I see what he's doing. Okay, I see this again, just select all army hotkey. I've just got to stop doing that. So the army supply is slightly in his favor, and he's attacking with everything. This is why it can be helpful just to keep, like that medevac full of Marines. I should have kept it here, because I could have maybe dropped in here. I could have dropped in here or something and actually done a lot of, not a lot, but at least some damage. But anyway, I missed micro a little bit, but it's not terrible. So let's see how the battle goes. So yeah, the army supply is actually dead equal. The thing is, I've got a little bit of army supply over here that's not contributing to the fight, so that's a bit of a problem. But overall, I mean, what am I? I'm 01. The upgrades are about the same. Did I forget 1-1? I did. Okay, well that was a mistake. So here, see the charge lots. I tried to micro back, but they still just eviscerated my bio, and that one Widow Mine probably did as much damage to my bio as to his. So this is a fight that went very badly. The units lost. Okay, it's not that. Okay, but what was it before the fight started? Let's have a look. Okay, look. So there's about a 1200 difference. That's all the probes that were ready. So I probably should have been microing these back faster, like as the charge lots came in. But you want to protect your tanks, right? So look at the resources loss difference. My goodness. So that's a huge. I lost like 2 to 3 times as much as he lost, and it's not like he's doing any fancy micro, right? Like this is pretty much an A-click attack, right? Man, it's just really tough. And then I lost those mines for free, which is pretty stupid. But he makes a common mistake here of overextending. You know, like he doesn't need. Look at how much damage he's done, right? He actually doesn't need to attack in here. He's equalized a lot. It's now It's now 43 workers to 28. I'm no longer mining off my second, so I understand he kind of still needs to do some more damage maybe, but you know, like when he attacks up here, I've got 2 tanks, he doesn't have vision, he's attacking into a choke, right? And there's a wall. So that was really bad. So he lost quite a bit, and then he loses his high tech bar as well. So that equalized resource lost a bit. That was a mistake. And he actually didn't get the base. I have 4 bases. He's just started. So I understand why you wanted to do that. Yeah. So now the resources lost are equal. So that was a bad fight for him, even though I didn't go that well. I just had more there. So from this point, he actually did well to try to defend, but it's very difficult now. So it's 52 to 20. Now the reason it's 52 to 20 is I was continuing to build units the entire time throughout the fight. He was short of money. I had more money than he did because of the economic damage. So yeah, I mean, arguably I didn't know it wasn't already built when I sent it over there, but it would have been better to just kind of siege it here. But it doesn't matter. So, but yeah, again, like the charge lots just do an incredible amount of damage. Yeah, not quite enough though. But yeah, resources lost are still in his favor, even at this point. Yeah, and he still manages to clean it up. It's unbelievable. It's still equal on resources lost. But yeah, this is just the case. His micro was fine. I just had too much. And this is just yeah, that was unnecessary. I had scanned, but throw away units. Never throw away units. Good on him for playing on too. Good sport. You know, sometimes people just resign. It's really I do that. You know. That's it. So yeah, cool. Nice to finally beat Protoss. Cheers guys.